Hey, so welcome back to the shop. This is Andrew and
Gabriel.
And today we're going to be doing part 2 of the furnace replacement project. We've been through 3 vendors and got 3 quotations, and my wife Vivian and I went through the process of evaluating the quotations to decide which vendor we decided to go with, and actually we selected the one we got from Costco. They were the most informative, the most knowledgeable, and they pointed out things that the other 2 vendors didn't even notice that needed to get replaced and repaired. That with the Costco plan, it's actually all inclusive. It's a flat price for the project, and it's an all-inclusive deal. So if you're thinking about doing a furnace or a furnace and AC, definitely make sure Costco is on your list of vendors that you consider. So that's what we're going to go with. We signed the contract last night. They're going to be here tomorrow morning, 6:45, they said.
And we're going to get early.
We're going to get up really early. And they're going to start, first thing is to tear out all the old asbestos wrapped ducting up in the attic. And then the owner of the business, he said that the entire crew is going to be here. It's going to be actually about 13 guys total. It's going to be a very crowded house. Starting everything. They're getting all the old ducting out, all the old vents, all the old interface boxes are in the ceilings. Those are all going to be replaced and enlarged as part of the deal. The gas line to the furnace is only 1/2 inch. They're going to put a 1-inch line all the way from the meter outside all the way to here, and actually going to go up. And then the furnace is going to go up in the attic. So it's going to, the gas line is going to be going to go up through the back side of this cavity, which will eventually become a coat closet, but it'll be in the back wall of this cavity. The electrical, it turns out, which I thought was done and hooked up, actually never got hooked up. They pulled on the Romex and it came straight down. So my electrical crew from a 1.5 years ago never actually hooked up the furnace at all. So it's kind of ridiculous, but here we are. What else? Okay, so today though, we need to do some preparation in order to get ready for the crew to come tomorrow, just to make sure there's no other surprises. So we're going to be taking out this access door and the frame all around, and there's some loose wood paneling inside of here that's all going to come out, because I want to make sure there's no other surprises back inside of this cabinet, just in preparation for the cabinet actually coming out tomorrow. Since we're deciding to convert this into a coat closet, we're actually going to cut a hole in the drywall on the other side over here that's going to be cut exactly the right size for the frame kit that will go in, and we're going to use an existing door from another closet that's going to be deprecated. So that's going to go in there, and so the crew knows to be very careful when cutting that hole and when they're pulling out this old furnace. So lots of stuff to do, lots of steps, and they say it's going to be all done by Saturday night. Today's Thursday night, so in 48 hours this is supposed to be all done and operating, so very exciting. I'm going to reset the camera and give you a little kind of a shot of some of the demo work we're going to be doing over here. Back in a minute. Okay, so here we are, we're back, ready to go. Got my safety goggles on, little dust mask, just in case there's any dust coming out of here. I've already gone around the trim and I've removed, or I've cut through the paint just in the seam where the trim meets the wall. The wall's going to stay, but all the trim has to go, and then I have to frame in and then drywall this whole space. But I don't want to damage the paint that's on here. It's really beautiful. Let's start by getting this door off of here. Get my favorite little DeWalt tool. There's that part. Now, to get all this business out, I want to do it without destroying this wall. And part of the reason I'm trying to get all this stuff out now, I want to see how bad. Can you see that wall moving? There's a 2x here, I guess it is. Yeah, there's a 2x4 here, but it doesn't go all the way down to the floor. So they did not attach this frame. They didn't frame it down to the floor. So I'm surprised the wall never cracked. And part of all the crazy surprises this is giving me. I used a piece of wood. Here we go. Finding this is on the floor of the little furnace room space.
Can I help? Can I see? Mommy, come see. Come see.
It's very dirty, very dusty, but it's a solid floor. I can see where the gas line comes up.
Where? Can I see?
Take some pictures.
I see the back, but I don't see any wires.
Such as it is.
It's more like key type lips.
Yeah. Take one.
Dude, no, I got a
Too
question.
dusty.
I got a question.
What's the question?
Read it out.
18-inch thick plywood. Okay, so now here we are. The return vents. There are two. There's one on this side, and there's one over here on this side. And we're going to take those both off because the workmen are going to need to be able to get into all of this space and disconnect everything, and get the old furnace pulled out, which is of course still inside of there. Well, that screw is about 1.5 miles long too. There's one. Okay, buddy, here we go. That one's much shorter.
Now your goes.
Hopefully this will just let go on its own. Hopefully because this paint was applied a year ago, and then the trim was put in around it. So I said that trim is a little bit stuck in place down here. Okay, we cut that trim first. The paint is kind of stuck. Stay back here. Alright, we cut through this paint line along the baseboard here. And of course, part of the work is going to mean I got to put in all new baseboard in the space. There we go. Gets that crazy thing out of there. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the big massive grill. All kinds of busted plaster. It's an antenna off of somebody's radio. Is that from one of your cars? Oh no, it's got like an old FM radio antenna that got broken.
Where is it? That's mine.
You never know what you're gonna find, honey, under the house like that.
My radio.
Oh, there's some screen tacked down to the plywood subfloor. Oh, that's terrible.
It's my radio.
And
It's not a shop.
I actually have some leftover oak floor panel left over from when the foyer was done. So when all this is done and the closet is assembled, I'm hoping I have enough to actually floor the whole closet. We'll see.
What's in there? What's under that?
That's just a screen.
Can I see?
There's a screen going down underneath the house.
What's under the screen too?
It's just underside of the house, but you have to put a screen. They drew in air from under the house
Is that the air?
into the furnace. Terribly unclean.
Do you know some
Alright, I'm going to reset the camera and we'll do the other grill. No. Okay. Alright, and same situation. They put the baseboard right up to the bottom of this one. This is all new baseboard that I specified that I remodeled place. And this one actually kind of fit, fortunately. I'm not sure which. Off of here without damaging that drywall. There we go. Another crazy grill.
Wow.
So there we go. So I can start framing in some of this actually maybe well, Saturday. So as they're kind of wrapping things up, I can start framing in this space, and because this is all going to be completely enclosed and drywall on both sides. I can wait for them to get the furnace out before I can take out the studs and jump on the inside. I'm chomping at the bit to get in there and tear all that out.
I'm going to see you.
Okay, go. Hey, so that's going to be our wrap for today. This is all the demo that we needed to do. We just wanted to find out just how terrible a job was done when they built this furnace closet. And there are some surprises. There's some studs on this wall, but they're laid flat. They're not laid on the edge. So those, I want to try and reuse some of this drywall because it's already painted and textured. Because then I can fill in this space. So I need to get pieces that are at least this big. So there are some goals of trying to get those things cut right. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so we'll come back tomorrow night. We'll have another segment tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday as the whole project goes. The house is going to be a madhouse through the end of the day, Saturday. So very excited though that we're going to finally get some HVAC in this house for the first time in probably many decades by guessing how badly this furnace was perforated. But do please like and share this video, and of course subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow night.